All right, I'm excited to get into chapter 13. Equilibrium is pretty much central to chemistry. Before we do that, I want to talk about the upcoming lab group rotation. So now that we've completed our first test, we will now rotate lab groups. You'll be in a new lab group. You might be in the same letter lab group, but there'll be new people in it. So some people get moved around, but it's random, so some people end up in the same group. But you will be with all new people. So rotate through. Week 5, this week, we didn't do a lab, right? We had a test, so we don't need to worry about it here. But in week 6, you're going to be in a new group. So next week, we're going to do chemical equilibrium lab. So when the week 6 module opens, you'll see the chemical equilibrium lab. And if you click, you will now see a link to a new lab notebook or whatever your lab notebook is. And I've made the page for chemical equilibrium lab. So I'm going to do that while you're taking the test. I'll make the new page, and then the new people will be in the group, and the associated roles will be listed. So the roles of who is doing technician, leader, recorder for that week are all given. They're all written out for you there in the book. So or in the notebooks, you're just going to follow those as we move forward, and then you can rotate responsibilities, right? Whoever's leader this time will be different in week 7 and week 8, so on and so on. Now that you're done with the first lab group, you want to evaluate that. So in the week 5 module, which you should be able to see now, it's called like lab group 1 evaluation. You want to do that by this Sunday. You're looking at the lab group you've had so far. So for the first 4 weeks of the class, you were in a lab group, and you're going to answer questions about how y'all worked together and how you kind of contributed to that. Were you prepared? Was everybody contributing? Were you delegating tasks? Were you rotating tasks? The kind of things we want to see in our group. So you're going to evaluate that. You will get a score. It should be a 0 for that, because that's not the evaluation. Everyone in the group is going to fill out an evaluation, and then I will give the group a teamwork score, which is the next column in the grade book, or row, how you see it, row in the book, right below it. So the evaluation, you won't get a grade associated with that. Or there is going to be a grade, but it's not worth anything. The actual evaluation, once everyone does the evaluation, I'll go through and kind of combine those scores, put in my own observations, and then I will give you a lab group 1 teamwork score, and that'll be on Blackboard there. If you have any questions about it, let me know. But again, for week 6, your roles have been set, and then you'll rotate through. Just check the chemical equilibrium lab notebook. Your roles are already in there. And then just make sure in week 5 you take care of that evaluation by this Sunday. There's no post lab or anything, but you do need to take care of that evaluation. Okay, otherwise, week 5 is short because we had the test, so just participation and homework. We will have a participation that we'll get into chapter 13 here. I'll see you in the videos.